someone that pulls out an all-nighter and another person that did not study for an exam, like someone that pulls out an all-nighter and doesn't remember anything, and someone that did not study for an exam at the same actually. And what does that mean? It means both of them do not have an answer to the question that is right in front of them. And honestly, you do not want to be in that situation. Hello everyone, I hope you're well and getting things done. My name is Olabi Ayo and I'm a final year medical student in Archive National Medical University in Harkov, Ukraine. Remembering, and I know it sounds very cliche, remembering, who even thinks about that? But I tell you, this is the most important, I think it's actually the most important part, aside your reading and understanding, of course. It's the most important part because someone that pulls out an all-nighter and another person that did not study for an exam, like someone that pulls out an all-nighter and doesn't remember anything, and someone that did not study for an exam at the same actually. And what does that mean? It means both of them do not have an answer to the question that is right in front of them. And honestly, you do not want to be in that situation. I'm telling you from an experience, it's very terrible. So how do you remember? The cure for forgetfulness, or the way to remember, is actually by two methods. I'll say number one is reciting and number two is practice testing. So these are a form of active studying or active learning. So how do you recite? So let's say I'm studying about the like something like, let's say in biochemistry or maybe microbiology. So let's say I study about staphylococcus, for example. So I study for, let's say, 30 minutes. Then when I'm done studying, I close my book, then try to remember or recall as many information as I can. So I begin to write every detail I can remember till I can't remember anything. And with this, it's trying to make me pull from my brain rather than just like reading. So that's a form of active recall. And the second one is practice testing. I know this might not be general student mindset to always practice questions, but I need you to understand the way our brain remembers actually. We remember more by pulling from our brain rather than putting in. So the way you remember actually is by pulling, like I mentioned, rather than putting in, because when you put in is to learn, but the way you remember is actually by pulling. And it's really sad that the only time we pull generally is when we are in an exam hall, and that might not be able to remember anything. So how do we implement this? We take the questions like I mentioned, like E neutron, Ashig's, and also test crop. We take like a year and practice those years, try to go through them, and the more times we practice, the more our forgetting curve is being pushed, so we remember for a longer period of time. So make sure you practice. This is actually one of the most important parts because it's a form of active learning. Make sure you practice and make sure to also try to recite what you've learned. Thanks for watching. It's really glad to have you here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, share it to someone that you know would need this video. And if you have any questions, you can write in the comments. I'm going to send you a reply. I'll reply to your questions, and if you want to send me a message privately, my Instagram will be somewhere around. Thanks for coming. I wish you a productive day ahead and keep being amazing. God bless you. Goodbye.